Alright, fella. Where are ya? Where is he? Where?
Perhaps
You!
they will get bored of Raz.
Razum-dar.
One can only hope.
I'm talking to you, punk.
Five Claw! In such a place. Joan and Jode must have sent you. Raz needs a small favor, if you can spare a moment. It concerns the two large thugs over there. They try so hard to look intimidating. Almost adorable, yes?
What's the deal with the two large thugs?
They are tailing Raz. Raz already has tail, far sleeker than they and less clumsy to boot. But still, this one cannot complete his mission without first being rid of these annoying fleas.
And what mission is that?
A mission most intriguing, yes? The pirate Captain Redblade seeks to raise an armada. Only Raz's sharp wits and sharper claws can stop this. So this one asks a favor. Distract the thugs, so Raz might slip out this side door. What do you say?
Alright, I will distract the thugs, but I think we need to have a talk first.
Distract the thugs, and Raz will slip away. Then, meet this one outside near the tavern. Raz is reminded of that time in Velen Harbor. A bar, a pair of nasty thugs, and nowhere to go but out a window. Raz was picking glass out of his fur for days.
How have you been, Raz?
As sleek and fragrant as ever, Five Claw. Raz must say he could get used to the salt air and delicious food of the archipelago. The drinks taste like bilge water, though. Such a pity.
And how are things in the Somerset Isles?
Oh, politics as usual. Raz would have stuck around to help with the cleanup. He was just getting friendly with the proxy queen. But alas, duty called, and he had to leave those beautiful beaches behind. You know how it is.
I know how it is. Okay. Let's distract.
Hello there,
Hey there,
townsfolk.
get you something?
Pay a coin for a tune?
How's this for a distraction?
It
We
is
need to be
useless
more
to cheat the
careful
law.
when it comes to being
God will
naughty.
catch you in the end. Net to Anselim, thief! Damnation lies this way.
What in oblivion?
Did that work? That worked. I'm disreputable, but I think it worked. Alright, let's see what happens. I guess I've got to pay a fine now. Let's see. Meet Razum-dar. Near the tavern, just on the outside.
I suppose I could use another break.
Such an effective distraction. Raz could not have done it better himself. What do you say we continue this collaboration? This one promised you gold, and he would like to make good on his promise.
So you can't pay me right now?
Did this one give you the impression he could? Continue to help the Queen's Eye, and you will be paid.
Such sad business, collecting criminal bounties. Now pay up before I start weeping.
Oh, here you go.
It's just a
What's
matter of
that?
time,
We could have
but you'll
taken
be
them.
back.
No, it's fine. Raz, keep going.
Such an effective distraction. Raz could. Did this one give you the impression he could? Continue to help the Queen's Eye, and you will be paid handsomely. As handsome as Raz.
And what else do you need help with?
Were you not paying attention? To stop a pirate. Redblade is gathering crew and ships to build an armada. They would threaten every port from Alinor to Balmora. Their plan hinges on a secret. A trove thought lost and forgotten.
A trove? Like a treasure trove?
Just so. The Acalarius Bequest. A ludicrous fortune sent by ship to Galen during the final years of Emperor Varen's reign. It was thought lost at sea. But somehow Redblade has learned its true location.
Couldn't they have already claimed it?
As far as Raz can tell, no. We must find the Bequest first. Luckily, this one has a place to start. Another eye, years ago, sought to recover the Bequest. And we have her notes. What do you say? Help Raz claim this prize and save the day?
I'll help you. Where do we start?
This one knew you would agree. 90% of the time, Raz's instincts never fail him. You remember the thugs you shook from Raz's tail? We must find them. The tails will become the tailed. Poetic, yes?
Why bother with the thugs? Shouldn't we just find the treasure?
First things first, Five Claw. We must learn what our enemies already know. That means tailing those two back to their boss. Trust Raz. This is his bread and butter. Or cake and jam, which Raz likes better.
Yep. Alright, let's follow those thugs then. Ember was not happy that I ate the guard. She's like, we can take him. We can crack some skulls. Alright, let's find those thugs. Here they are. We hide in the bushes. Hide in the bushes.
Damn it! Where did that cat skulk off to? I told you to keep an eye on him.
They'll never see us.
Yeah, you were there too. What should we tell the
We've
boss?
got a report in. But let's shake loose a few payments first. Maybe he'll go easier on us.
They'll never see these three cats in a huddle. Alright, let's go. I guess we want to keep a safe distance. Don't act suspicious, everybody. Just pretend we're having a chat. Yep. Cool. Alright, all just stand there and stare at me. That's fine.
Could this be the same group? No way these thugs stopped an eye of the Queen.
Little shakedown. Dana, the unmilked. Follow, follow, follow. Oh, there's another quest there. In fact, there's two quests.
Taking that aroma, folks. That's the Chef Razi's guarantee. You there, traveler. You look as adventurous as my taste buds. Care to
These
help
two
the
are
greatest
criminals, not
chef in
pirates.
Tamriel with
Their
an
boss
urgent
must be
task?
working with Redblade then.
Hey, oh, shakedown right in front of these. Right in front of the guard. The guards must be paid off. Hey, nice camel fella.
Raz begins to see the pieces fall into place. But let's confirm his suspicions.
All right. Time to tell the boss we lost the cat. All right. Time to tell the boss we lost the cat.
He's rehearsing that. We're going inside. What are you doing?
Well, they took their time. But Raz has learned what he needed. Well, now we know who we are dealing with. That is both good news and bad news.
Oh, what's the good news?
Raz knows who the thugs work for. The Tailed Tale used a members-only entrance to the local outlaws' refuge. Just inside the refuge is a gambling parlor owned by a local crime boss called Eve Grandvatch.
And why is that good news?
If Grandvatch is backing Redblade, the sharp claws of knowledge will undo them. This one has dealt with Grandvatch before. Raz will have to wear a disguise, but that is a small price to pay.
Alright, and what's the bad news?
Raz mentioned another eye who fell tracking the Bequest, a skilled agent named Ronia. Raz always believed Grandvatch was behind her death, but could not prove it. Her ciphered notes were never recovered. Grandvatch must have finally cracked them.
So Grandvatch and Redblade are using this spy's notes?
That is Raz's best guess. The only way we can be sure is to get in there and find out. Go, enter the Outlaw's Refuge and make your way to the gambling parlor. This one will meet you inside, once he has donned the perfect disguise.
I'll find you in the gambling parlor, Raz.
Raz will see you inside. Keep a keen eye open. With this one's disguise, you will have a hard time recognizing Raz.
I thought the bad news was I'm gonna have to dress up. I thought or jump in a barrel or something like that. Okay. into the gambling parlor in Outlaws Refuge, which is over. Where's the Outlaws Refuge? That's the other quest that we got. Oh, it's over here. Okay.
You want your home to pop against the countryside?
Aha.
I'm your man.
Outlaws Refuge. You know some of these people, Ember? They don't seem to have a problem with us walking around here. The gambling parlor. You could just waltz right in. Razum-dar, I would never have known.
Keep your voice down, my friend. And take a moment to appreciate this one's subtle disguise, Now let's focus. Raz heard the waitstaff say that Grand Vatch's office is through the high-stakes suite. That could pose a problem.
You got a eye patch and a couple of earrings or something. Okay, how so?
The High Roller Suite, they call it the Patrician Suite, is for game winners only. This is where you come in. Raz has an idea. One of the games they play is Tales of Tribute.
Oh
Are
no.
you familiar with this card game?
Oh no. Well, I've got some Tale of Tribute decks, yes.
Excellent. Raz cannot risk being recognized, so you must play in his place. Here, take these chips. Do not ask where he got them. After you win, head up to the Patrician Suite, and do not worry. Raz will be close behind.
Thanks, Raz. I'll see you after the game.
You will play well, Five Claw. Raz is sure of it. This one will stand by, looking casual. He's very good at this. Raz has had a great deal of practice.
And he pasted on some sideburns or something.
Salutations, newcomer. We're playing Tales of Tribute at this table. I see you have a stake. Are you interested in a game?
Here are my chips. Let's play.
As the guest wishes, of course. Present your decks and we shall play.
Let's play Tribute.
I saw it all, but don't worry. Even Raz loses a game sometimes. In a way, this is more fun. It means we will have to do things the old-fashioned way.
What do you mean by the old-fashioned way?
A break-in. To go where we are not wanted. Brings Raz back to his days as a kitten. He was endlessly causing trouble for his mother. Simpler times.
So we're going to get into the Patrician Suite the old-fashioned way?
Exactly. Plan A did not work, which is fine. Plan B is just as good. Raz will stay here in the parlor. You head back out into the city. After a moment, Raz will cause a distraction.
Why am I going back out into the city?
The parlor is below ground, yes. But the Patrician Suite is above the parlor. The suite should have a view of Vastir. While Raz keeps the thugs focused down here, find a way inside. Perhaps a ramp or ladder. Get creative.
Find the entrance to the suite up top and break in. I got it. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, I tried to play that game. I can't. I haven't played Tales of Tribute since that very first game. And I tried to give it a go, but I didn't have a clue what I was doing. This sounds a lot more my style. Let's head back out. I think it was 35 to 40 in the end. Right. Find a back way.
These sea elf pirates become more brazen every day. When is House Mornar going to do
This
something?
work isn't going to do it.
You know, House Dufort never has these problems on High Isle.
That's not entirely true. There are those incidents with the Ascendant Order.
Here we go.
You want your home to pop against the countryside?
Simple unlock. A little bit of trespassing. Little trespassing through an outlaw's refuge. What are they going to call the police on me?
Done, Five Claw. Let's hunker down and see what we can see.
Where are you, you damnable pirate? We need to talk.
Are we going to discuss how your thugs lost track of the cat? I may need to cut you out, Grand Vatch. In more
Redley,
ways than one.
Let's get in there. What? Ronia?
Damned cat.
Intruders! Guard! To me!
This one will grab some documents. Make tracks, Five Claw.
Alright, tracks are being made. Out the window. Razzle dazzle.
Things have taken a turn, Five Claw. Of all the places this search could have led us, Raz did not think it would be to a dead eye of the Queen. Not to Ronia.
Rhaenyra was the Eye of the Queen you mentioned. She didn't die?
It seems that way. This one supposes he should not be surprised. A spy faking their own death happens more often than you may think. But why? What of the treasure? This red blade persona? Raz smells a rotten tail lurking beneath his whiskers.
Does this change the mission?
No, not a bit. Ronia, Red Blade, whatever she calls herself now. Her goal is still the same. To find the Bequest, form a pirate fleet, and plunder the ports of Tamriel. We have to stop her from finding the treasure.
How are we going to find the Bequest? We didn't learn anything about Grand Vash.
Ah, but during our daring escape, Raz helped himself to a few letters. It seems our friend was a prodigious scrivener. The letters may have the answers we seek.
Let's take a look at the letters then. Letter from
Raz
Gad.
thinks Eve regrets going into business with Redblade.
Boss, I understand that those ridiculous pirates helped get us started, but they're no help at all at the dig site. I almost wish they weren't with us at Fawn's Thicket. I've had to send the workers back to Vastir a couple of times now because of drunken brawls. They kept getting offended because we were digging too loudly. One of them got themselves drowned in the surf by the entrance. How does a pirate drown in waist-high water? And the lady herself, Redblade, she's always watching. She's got this very unnerving aura about her. She gives me a dark feeling. If she can get those sea dogs to hang back, we'll be down to the treasure a lot faster. Gad.
Seems the crime boss has connections all around the region. Hold your paws. Based on this, Redblade is at a dig site on the coast, somewhere near Fawn's Thicket. Back into the fray then. Raz will meet you at Fawn's Thicket, Five Claw.
Right, let me just read this book. Florentino, please be sure to pass these notes around to the others. I haven't the time or the inclination. Our crimson-loving friend requires a great deal of attention. Vastir, we're temporarily stepping back from the normal operations here in Vastir. The contract with Redblade is too important. Leave enough staff at the pilot to ensure security, and send the rest to the dig site near Fawn's Thicket. If any of the locals get brave while our attention is elsewhere, we can deal with them after, or we find the Bequest. Gonfalon Bay, get some of the locals beating the underbrush. I think the Ascendant Order is an opportunity for business. In the meantime, make sure we keep working Darville, Dutil. He's an inn we can use. Just have to find the right leverage. Port hunting. We have Algar Cold Eye to thank for our newest opportunity. Let me know when the scouts return from the Carved Hills. Could be a fascinating opportunity. We need to let this play out. Arbor's Landing, it's a mess over there. The Guild, the Iron Wheel, it's too hot by half. I'm gonna pull our people back and wait for things to sort themselves out. Let's keep paying Anbi to keep us in the loop. Otherwise, we're done there for now. Alright, well, let's go to Fawn's Thicket again.
Taking that aroma, folks. That's the Chef Razum's guarantee.
Alright, Chef.
You there, traveler.
No, I'm not here. I'm not here, I'm gone. First, we need to go over to Fawn's Thicket over here, the Delve. So I guess we'll just... Oh, we don't actually have a way shrine nearby, do we? It's about as close as it gets. So we're going to ride off in this direction. Alright, back at Fawn's Thicket. Let's head on in.
Glad you made it, Five Claw. Ross thinks we should split up. The letters mentioned water, so let's head for the far side of the thicket. See you there.
Okay, sounds good. Can't ride, of course. Don't even know where I tried. So we were just here recently. Had 2 quests to complete.
Watch me go.
There is a path that way, but we need to get up top. Which is over here somewhere. Drop down. So much quieter here now. It's a little bit later, I suppose. It'll probably be quite late for the Americans. Not quite late enough for the Australians to join in. Oh, there's another book here. I didn't see that before. We missed that. Observation 45. Fawns live in a subtle yet distinctive hierarchy. The herd is led by a male-female pair, and I believe I can discern the lieutenants who report to the lead bear. Below this are fawns who scout for food, fawns who tend to the young, and fawns who watch for danger. Observation 70. It is a farce. The fawns saw me observing them and decided to make a mockery of court life. The king and queen, they don't even like each other. I caught one of the younger members of the court sniggering at me. After one of the grand promenades, I observed. They weren't surveying their land, they were walking throughout the thicket to ensure that I saw them. I've been out here too long. I depart for Glimmerton at first light. All my work is spoiled by this revelation that the fawns were simply toying with me. Oh, they just messed around the whole time. Pretending that they actually probably would have been a hilarious read, but we've got a little bit, something a little bit pressing over here. Pressing matters ahead. Sounded like the fawns were putting on a show. Down you go, you colossal spriggan. Now this is the path we want. Find the sea cave in Fawn's Thicket. Here we go.
This must be it. Let's get inside.
Hang on, something needs to be charged up apparently.
Ronia must be here somewhere, and likely she's not alone. Time to put on our serious faces, my friend.
Let's do it.
Split up!
Anytime you're ready, Raz, you jump in. Think Raz is just content watching?
Look at that ship. It must be the vessel that carried the Aquilarius Bequest years ago. We need a plan, Five Claw. Luckily, Roz came with one prepared.
What are you thinking, Raz?
We must get dramatic. We collapse the cavern, bury the ship, and deny the world the Aquilarius Bequest. There's enough stone in this cavern to ensure this treasure is never, ever found. What do you think?
Why bury the treasure? Isn't that a lot of gold to give up?
Eve didn't exactly impress Raz with the quality of his operation. Who knows how many people are aware of this place? And if the Covenant, the Pact, or even the Dominion found out, Galen could become a new front in the Three Banners War.
Alright, now how do we collapse the cavern?
Raz hung back in Vastir to get these. Some alchemical charges. He had them made specially by a Vindusk Ranger for an operation that never happened. Look for the pillars holding up the ceiling. Place one on each, and when we're ready, boom!
One charge per pillar. Got it.
Raz will place the charges this way. You follow the path and place the others.
Yes. And to you?
Eyes mean nothing to me now. The bequest belongs to Captain Redblade.
To the side! Fan out!
Damn you, cat.
Got him. It's actually Ember took care of her mostly, while I dealt with the ads behind. Collapse the sea cave. One more down below.
There you are! Move your paws and let's get out of here!
Go, go, go! Come on, Ember, let's go. Let's go, team.
It's done, Five Claw. Whew. The Aquilarius Bequest is buried for good. And you saw to it that Ronia, that Red Blade, won't be sailing the Abyssion ever again. Raz could use a break.
What happens now, Raz?
First, Raz will sleep for a week. Then he will report to the Queen. This one thinks he may just leave Ronia's name out of his report. But you, Five Claw, are someone worth mentioning. Here, as promised, your reward. Moons keep you safe.
Razum-dar's second best bow. Not gonna give me the best one.
Who knows? Perhaps Raz will meet a nice druid boy while he is here. This one likes plants as much as the next Khajiit. Galen really is quite beautiful, yes?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions before you rest?
Of course, of course. You would think Raz was going to curl up and fall asleep right here at your feet. Huh. Actually, that is not a bad idea.
What are the eyes of the Queen up to these days?
Ah, kitten. Raz could tell you, but then he'd have to kill you. Do not worry. You wouldn't feel a thing. And he would be most respectful with your remains.
Take care of yourself, Razum-dar. He's just gonna stand there, arms folded. He's good? Okay, so let's go back to town. Seeing as we're done here, there was another quest. That chef was talking. So let's go have a chat to him.